Welcome to Trojan Poetry, Episode 9. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at Margaret Atwood's poem, You Begin. John has never seen this poem before, so let's go right into it. You begin this way. This is your hand, this is your eye. That is a fish, blue and flat on the paper, almost the shape of an eye. This is your mouth. This is an O, or a moon, whichever you like. This is yellow. Outside the window is the rain, green because it is summer, and beyond that the trees and then the world, which is round and has only the colors of these 9 crayons. This is the world, which is fuller and more difficult to learn than I have said. You're right to smudge it that way with the red and then the orange. The world burns. Once you've learned these words, you will learn that there are more words than you can ever learn. The word hand floats above your hand like a small cloud over a lake. The word hand anchors your hand to this table. Your hand is a warm stone I hold between 2 words. This is your hand, these are my hands, this is the world, which is round but not flat, and has more colors than we can see. It begins, it has an end, this is what you will come back to, this is your hand. Okay, so I picked this poem because as a parent, I've sat and done this with my son and my daughter, countless times. You're sitting there watching them draw or you're watching them color, and I'll be honest with you, I've never had a deep philosophical moment like this when I've been playing with my kids. I guess maybe I need to have one. But the other reason I picked this poem is that turn in the 3rd stanza where it says, "You're right to smudge it that way, the world burns." I thought that really caught my attention when I was reading this the first time, because it really changes the course of the poem. And I'm going to use a $10 phrase here. Oh. Cognitive dissonance, John. From a childlike moment to a deep philosophical moment, it just kind of was like, wait a minute, you're having fun with your kid and the world burns? What kind of parenting moment is this? And then when you keep going to the end, I really liked how she kind of zooms out almost into these deep thought kind of level, and then she comes back to, and this is your hand, almost like here's something that a child could grasp, right? She kind of like resets at the end of the poem. So what did you think, John?
Well, I noticed, as you pointed out, the turn in the 3rd stanza, almost directly in the middle of the poem there, and how it starts out so simple and with the bright colors, and there are only 9 colors, and then you said, like, it seems to go from the child's point of view to this kind of cynical, mature point of view, and the narrator maybe doesn't seem very comfortable with that, and they're trying to anchor themselves somehow, right? Like the narrator maybe gets into this deep philosophical place and then says, wait, we need an anchor, and the anchor is the hand, right? Because we can hold hands, we can draw with each other, and it kind of becomes about connection, right? Maybe?
Yeah, well, it's something that, like you said, it's something you can grasp, right? And almost, maybe as a child you can't grasp these ideas that I'm talking to you about, but we can physically, you can grasp this. This is my hand, right? It's real, it's concrete, it's in front of you kind of thing.
What I'm really intrigued by, because I think I get it up until like the 4th stanza, and then when it says the word hand floats above your hand, the word hand anchors your hand, right? So somehow it also becomes about linguistics, not just color and representation, but also words.
Right.
And that would be interesting to look at more.
Yeah.
Right, and think about the word hand floats above your hand.
And it says here at the end of that stanza, I hold between 2 words. And you almost misread it. It almost looks like I hold between 2 worlds. Yeah. But she's talking about between 2 words. It's almost like as if we can label something, then it exists,
And what are the 2 words? Because she says, your hand is a warm stone I hold between 2 words. So what are the 2 words?
That's a great question. That's better than the question I wrote.
Well, it's a question of confusion.
Yes, right.
Yeah, right. Which are always good.
Yeah.
But I think, obviously, the repetition of the word hand emphasizes that the hand is important.
Yes.
Right, not the word hand, but
the physical
hand.
Thing.
And she's using words to talk about hands.
Whoa.
Like you're using colors to represent the world. Now she's using words to represent the connection.
I don't think you're confused. I think you got it.
I don't know.
I think that was it.
All right.
Well, speaking of questions we have, here's my question for this poem. Have you ever had a moment of clarity like the one in this poem? And what was the deeper realization that you came to in that moment?
All right, thanks for watching. Please join the conversation in the comments on YouTube or on Twitter at Trojan Poetry DGN. You can also check out our website at trojanpoetrydgn.blogspot.com.